the Broncos quarterback situation. Packers, I think, didn't dress 50 players. I mean, no starters for the Packers last night, but still, it's football, it's NFL, you're out there, you're making decisions, you're getting the job done or not. For Nix, it was getting the job done. Bo Nix, the 12th overall pick. Couple of drives, touchdown pass, second preseason game. He had another touchdown pass where it was like, as you pointed out, 5 yards over the line of scrimmage when he threw it, so it got wiped out. But still, he looks the part. That's what we look for in rookie quarterbacks. You're out there on the field. Do you look the part? He looks the part in the Sean Payton offense.
There's no doubt. I mean, Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix, boom. I got no questions. They're supposed to be here. They're going to be good. They're meant to play quarterback in the NFL. Bo Nix, I mean, it's 2 weeks in a row. It's incredible. I mean, you kind of alluded to it and said it. It's the poise. It's like running an offense looking like he's like in Drew Brees in year 2 of the Sean Payton offense already. And that's what I really like. He can handle all of the offense, let alone the physical ability shows, right? Everybody, all the draft pundits, zoom, they were wrong about his arm. He can throw it as hard as he needs to throw it. Plenty of arm. Really good athlete. Throws the ball on the run at a really high level. And then I think he has the ability of, like what we talked about, what was wrong with Russell Wilson and Sean Payton is, right, we've joked about it. What's the point of having Sean Payton as your head coach if you don't have a quarterback that can handle his 9,000 checks and formations and all of the things he wires the quarterback robot to do? And Bo Nix fits that mold. It's in the book. Sean could say what he wants. Bo Nix is the starter. I would expect to hear that here in the next day or two. I don't think there's any doubt about this in this one.
Here's what Sean Payton had to say about Bo Nix's performance following that 2-drive, 1 touchdown, 8 for 9 night.
Well, listen, he's played well. I'm not announcing any starting quarterback tonight, or I'll let you guys know when the time comes. But I thought he played well. The one penalty, which was, right on the line, it was tough. It was good. It was a pretty heads-up play. He did a good job at the line of scrimmage with some checks. You feel his comfort level as he continues to get used to the calls coming in, and you kind of feel the poise when he's playing. And the other two the same way. I said this last week. I like the room. So their job is to lead their offense down the field and score points. And, they all had touchdown drives. But I thought he was sharp. Obviously, I think he was 8 for 9. And, he does a good job of distributing the football, understanding the zones, man-to-man, and what coverage concepts we're getting. But overall, I was pleased.
I thought that Nix was so good last night, there was a chance Payton would just...
I thought so, too.
...state the obvious after the game.
Right.
But then, you know what? When I saw his comments, it reminded me... Remember the time Drew Brees was injured and they did the okey-doke all week long between Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill? And like, Payton... sometimes I think Payton puts a clamp on things just to show that he can. Just to make sure there's no one who's talking when they shouldn't be talking.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can keep a secret here until
right.
I'm ready to divulge it. And like you said, probably at some point this week, because again, if your quarterback situation isn't resolved, it changes your entire approach to the last preseason game. If you know Nix is the starter, you make your decisions accordingly for everyone else who's going to be playing in that last game, which is mainly just get through the 60 minutes, please. We know who the roster is at this point.
That's right.
There's maybe 1 or 2 jobs up for grabs, if that many. Let's just survive this last game and get on to week 1.
Yeah, start framing your team for week 1 of the regular season. Start getting it there. Make sure everybody knows who the battleship commander is at quarterback and who we're going to follow and who that voice is. I would expect it to be Bo Nix. The decisions, they're quick. He knows what he's seeing. The ability to get out of his hand so quickly, it's crisp that way, and it's accurate on the money all the time. And then I think, a little bit of like what we just talked about with the Steelers too, Mike, maybe not to this extent, but they're not like the most, big-time weapon offense we see in football, the Denver Broncos. Bo Nix's ability to run and create things off schedule are going to be big for them. He has an advantage in that department. There is no doubt over Jarrett Stidham and Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson can run. He's fast. But Bo Nix has just got a great feel going back to college of when to stay in the pocket, when it's time to get out of dodge, and when he does get out of dodge, like I said in the draft process, scrambling behind the line of scrimmage to find people to throw to. Only Caleb Williams is better than him in that department. So, yeah, it makes sense, and I think we will see Bo Nix. I've been thoroughly impressed. Even the play that he stepped over the line for the touchdown last night, it was closer than I thought originally. I will say that. Like, originally I was like, what? Are they kidding me calling this a touchdown? And everybody was walking off the field like it was like a given. I was like, wow, right? They came back. They showed the replay. It was a little closer than I thought.
But this one's for Pat.